everybody! Hello! I must tell you as glad. Fuck, I can't do that voice. God, I used to do that voice when I did D&D. What happened?
Got old.
Hello, everybody. In this old man voice, I shall tell you a grand story of a train conductor. His name was Chris Mins.
I'm sorry, I'm just envisaging Deckard Cain from Diablo 2. Stay a while.
No, that's right.
Stay
That's
a
pretty much it.
while and listen.
No. It was stay a while and listen.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know not from actually I know not from Diablo 2, but rather from Heroes of the Storm because I played that a lot back in the day. So that because that's his ult in it. That's his ult. Is he just basically says that everyone in front of him falls asleep.
Yep.
So
Okay,
it's really
so
good actually.
we're
Anyway,
talking
yeah.
about Chris Mins.
This
Chris
is
Mins,
our
who has
fourth casual
aspirations to
convo.
take over the Isle of Sodor.
So yeah, in our fourth casual convo in this lovely new series, we're talking about Chris Min's train conductor extraordinaire. So I have one question, and I know I already asked it, but it's worth talking about. You reckon he'll actually do it?
Yeah, I do.
You think? Okay.
Uh,
So I'm a little bit
so,
cynical about this because from what I know about Chris Mins, he's what the more informed in terms of politics Yanks would call milk toast.
yep,
And
you've mentioned this before, and I would like to
yeah,
point out that a key characteristic of that person is risk aversion.
yeah.
So
I mean, like, yeah.
I want to talk about Comrade Dan for a minute.
Hmm. Hmm.
Premier Dan Andrews, Premier of Victoria, pointed out recently that in Australia, we used to build trains and that we can do so again. Now, a bunch of the train manufacturing concerns, Commonwealth Engineering and Gonanan and Sons, are actually based in New South Wales. Commonwealth Engineering doesn't really exist anymore, to my knowledge, but Gonanan still does. Gonanan and Sons are the people who manufactured the original Tangara series. Um, and those of you who are slightly older than me may remember when those were like brand new and really exciting, as opposed to just new and exciting. Now, in New South Wales, we've subsequently produced the Millennium trains, which were manufactured by EDI Downer, which was a cooperation with the Chinese. The Waratah trains, Series A and B, which again were, I think, EDI Downer. And we currently have a South Korean firm manufacturing the intercity replacement fleet to service the Blue Mountains, for which loading gauge is an issue. And so they've decided to, chisel a few of the bricks out of some of the old bridges. It's fine.
That just sounds a
We
bit
built
dangerous.
trains. We built trains in Australia. We can build trains in Australia. We were very good at it.
Yeah. So one thing I need to note because I'm going to go what seems off topic, but these casual convos are basically meant for that. These are just this is
Yeah.
just our random thoughts. So I'll remind people that although you came for Chris Min's train conductor extraordinaire,
Shoot, shoot.
you you will stay uh, most likely for me talking about manufacturing in Australia and how we need to bring it back. Um, in fact, actually, that's the subject of the whole next episode. So maybe I shouldn't talk too much about it.
Well, I would
Um,
like to say though, this is a real start on that. Like, as I
mm,
told you, Milk Toast Chris Mins is going to be very risk averse. Like, Premier Andrews
mm,
has already made an announcement of this type saying, you know what? We've done it before and we can do it again. Get you some fucking trains, lads. And it
yeah,
was generally well received. Chris Mins will have probably had all of the stuff set in motion well before making an announcement. It's probably already happening because as much as the man is the definition of tepid and boring, he can use that to his advantage.
yeah. I mean, look, I'm not sure if tepid and boring is the right word for it. I mean, what really sets off alarm bells and flies red flags in my mind is that he was educated in a US university on public policy. So he has
Yeah,
a very US centric view of public political policy.
which is ideal for the situation that successive liberal governments have put us in of being US light.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if I'd say it's ideal. I mean, look, in a political sense, it's kind of ideal because it means that he can navigate the politics
Yeah,
probably a little bit better. Hence, he got elected. Um, and someone like Jody McKay, I mean, couldn't even last till the election. But then again, I mean, there are rumors that he was undermining her the whole time, and in order to get leadership himself. I mean, there's a lot there. But
yes.
and oh god, honestly, we really missed out on Jody McKay. I really wish we could have had Jody McKay as premier. Um, she like just the level of integrity to do something which will hurt your standing within your own party, hurt her chances, and lost her seat at the election. Um, and by some sheer force of will type miracle, um, that miracle she got another seat in parliament.
Yep.
And the faction which wanted that a leader of such integrity managed to basically gain control of the Labour Party for a short time there. If there's anything to take away from that, it's that the good part of the soul of the Labour Party fortunately is still kind of there, although it's only capable at best of very short bursts of good political action that will actually take effect. Because the rest of the Labour Party, unfortunately, is fairly, well, as the Yanks
Useless.
would say, milk toast.
Useless.
Well, I mean, I don't know if useless is the word. They know how to get elected at least. I'll give them that much.
I mean, until very recently, they didn't.
Well, true. I mean, you know what? Actually, that's a fair point. I wouldn't say they know how to get elected. I would say they know how to wait until the Liberal Party falls flat on its face down a flight of no, down 10 flights of stairs, falls off a skyscraper, and then like splatters on the ground before suddenly, miraculously flying up into orbit and then burning up in the atmosphere.
Okay, so that went somewhere, and I'm not sure where it went.
Basically when the Liberal Party fucks up so horribly that it's entirely obvious, even to the hardcore Liberal supporters, that they've just messed everything up. That's
Labour
when they
knows
can win an
how
election.
to be an effective alternative to Potato Dutton.
Yes, to Potato Dutton and Scotty from marketing, the allegedly incredibly corrupt person who is very callous, was the architect of Robodebt, may have known about allegations of sexual assault and sought to cover it up. We're not sure yet. Again, I'm saying all of this is alleged. And may have even dismissed or prevented himself and the cabinet from even receiving the legal advice that they knew would tell them Robodebt was illegal. Like just straight up illegal, against the law. And if that turns out to be the case, we're going to see parliamentarians like ScoMo and others go to prison. That is a very much prisonable offense.
We hope.
Well, again, if it's proven, if that's proven, it's trial time, and I will tentatively trust the court system and to get that right. We got a minute and a half. Anything to add there? I mean, you don't really talk about
back to the trains, honestly, because
you autistic motherfucker.
Is it possible? What you asked is it possible? I believe it's
yeah,
possible.
yeah. I mean, look,
I think it's even
possible.
likely at this point. I know that Gondon and Sons still exists, and I know that they can make trains.
Yeah. Okay, so
and if they want to make more trains for us, I'd like them to, because it's better than our current situation of doing the heavy manufacturing in other countries, when, quite frankly, there are many skilled professionals here who could do with the work.
Also, there are train, like rail gate, like gauges, whatever.
It wasn't the rail gauge that was the problem; it was the loading gauge.
Loading. Okay, I don't know too much about trains. I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I might be autistic a little bit, but I'm clearly not as much as you. Yeah, no. I'm the kind of autistic that has me have no life and instead work on politics and media projects all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, so like my understanding was basically the wheels didn't line up to the tracks, and once it was like a foot off, like a solid foot. That's my understanding about like foreign manufacturing for trains being delivered to Australia is that it's screwed up that much.
I just need to quickly point something out here, right?
We have run out of time, so very quickly.
No, that's okay. A foot is
32 centimeters, 12 inches.
No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is that in Australia, we use railways that are 5 feet and 3 inches wide. That means that a foot out 20%. Is about an 18%.
18%.
If I fucked up by 18%, I'd be out of a job.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's very crazy.
We are teaching young men to deliberately lie about BOFA.
Am I going to flash that screen thing again?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I'll flash it. Anyway, we'll see you in the next episode.